Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. First of all, excuse my appearance. I know I look like death. I'm going makeup free today. It is unofficially the first day of the Christmas holidays. By unofficially, I mean Eli is now off. He has inset days today and tomorrow, whereas Zach still has today and tomorrow to go. So technically there are no more school runs for me, but it's not quite the Christmas holidays just yet. So kickstarting the video with a little bit of a DIY project. Also, excuse the mess in here. So we have this kind of space in the kitchen. It's not a whole lot of space, probably not enough for like a table or anything, considering we still need to move Avery's equipment in and out. However, at the moment, the boys don't actually have anywhere to sit and eat. They've been using the breakfast stools, the bar stools is what I was trying to say, at the countertops, and it's not really working very well. So I thought I would pop in a little breakfast bar. Instead of just buying one online, because I have the radiator to kind of work around, and also because I don't want to take up too much space in the kitchen with wanting to leave that space for Avery and her equipment, I decided I would kind of buy things online to fashion my own. So this is the top, and I just think this is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. I think it's just reclaimed scaffold board. It's from a company called Pipe Dreams Furniture, I think, and they do them in all sorts of different stains. This one is in Gothic, and basically you can have them made to measure. So this is a size that I specifically requested. Same with the thickness, you can get them different thicknesses. I think this is 4.4 centimeters thick. It's 120 centimeters wide and 28 centimeters deep. So I thought that that would be the perfect size for a breakfast bar. It's not too big, it's smaller than a standard breakfast bar, but it's just big enough to fit a plate on it, which is what I wanted. And then for legs, because like I said, I am trying to kind of work with the radiator here, and I don't really have enough space for, you know, kind of proper legs. I decided to get these ones. Again, these are kind of also made to measure, not so customizable, but they did have lots and lots of options. These are on Etsy, and I got these in 15 centimeters, which gives enough room for them to sit like kind of next to the radiator. So my plan is to kind of pop these so that the wood's kind of like this. So these will kind of slot in next to the radiator, and then the plank will kind of sit on top and sit flush against the wall. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not overly sure how stable this is gonna be. This is very much a project. I may end up having to put a few kind of corner brackets underneath the bar itself, just to kind of fix it to the wall a little bit, to give it a bit more stability. But for now, I am just gonna pop the legs onto this and see what it looks like. So I thought I would actually show you what the breakfast bar turned out like. There it is. I think it looks pretty good. I did end up having to put a couple of brackets just underneath the bar itself, just there to stop it from kind of pulling back, which is fine. I kind of knew that might be the case anyway. By the way, I just want to say, I don't know what has been going on with my camera recently, but I'm fully aware that my face doesn't seem to be focusing a lot of the time, and I think it is an issue with my camera. I've dropped it a few times in this move, and it's just not working properly, and I don't know how to fix it. I also can't figure out how to zoom in on it anymore because the zoom seems to have broken. But yeah, I am aware that sometimes my face is a little bit blurry, and I'm sorry. So it is Avery's feed time. Her feed is just priming. I always do her last feed in her bedroom now. because the rocking chair is in here. She usually falls asleep during this feed, and it's easy for me to just pop her straight into bed afterwards since the bed is literally right there. So the reason I've decided to pop on is because I want to film a little bit of b-roll of what we get up to tomorrow, and maybe even kind of the days leading up to Christmas now. And I know the likelihood of me being able to literally talk to the camera is slim, since Josh is actually picking up Marley as we speak. So it's going to be a bit of a full house. It's going to be a madhouse, and I know I want to capture a lot of the memories, but being able to actually speak to the camera, it's just not likely. So I thought I'd pop on now and kind of just explain what we plan to do. Whether or not it ends up turning out that way, I don't know, but tomorrow is Sunday, and my plans for tomorrow actually is going to be quite a nice day. I'm going to do a little bit of baking with the boys. I bought a gingerbread house cake mold not long ago, and I decided to ditch the gingerbread house this year because they're a lot of work, and we're going to make a gingerbread house shaped cake instead, and I'm going to let the boys decorate that, because I mean really the excitement for the boys is being able to decorate it. So we're going to make that. And also, you guys might remember I made some biscuit dough, and I have like biscuit stamps, so we're going to do those as well. So we're going to do a little bit of baking, and I'm also thinking I might cook our Christmas ham tomorrow. It's a bit of a tradition. We do a ham every single year. The only difference is Josh doesn't let me put cloves in it anymore. I love the look of a Christmas ham when it's, you know, scored all diagonally and it's got all the cloves in it. I just think it looks like Christmas. But Josh hates the cloves, so we don't do cloves now. We just do a honey and mustard roasted ham. But I think I'm going to do that tomorrow because I found truffle salt. I can't remember if it was in Lidl or in Aldi. It was one or the other, but I found truffle salt. And I'm ecstatic because in Amsterdam, me and Josh had these truffle fries, and honestly, I don't even like chips, but I've been dreaming about these chips. And I thought if I can make some nice like skin on chips in the air fryer and add some of this truffle salt, I might be able to recreate them a little bit. So I'm really excited about that. So we're gonna have ham and truffle chip. That is the main plan for tomorrow. Today was also a lovely day, aside from the fact that Josh hasn't been here. It wasn't the plan for him to go get Marley today. He was supposed to do it tomorrow, but apparently the bridge that separates Wales from England is going to be closing tomorrow, so he figured he'd better get down there tonight. So he's not been here most of the day, but my niece actually came over today, and I did her hair and nails. So it was a really nice kind of girly beauty day, which I love, and it all turned out really nicely as well. So it's been a really lovely day. I'm hoping to be able to do some nice like Christmassy bits over the next few days. Like I said, tomorrow is Sunday, Christmas is on Wednesday. Christmas Eve's always a big day in this house. Usually I spend most of the day in the kitchen prepping for Christmas dinner. I'm making a beef Wellington this year, and I've only ever made it once before, and it was a bit of a disaster, mainly because Josh doesn't like his meat rare. And like normally I think beef Wellington is meant to be rare, but this time I've learned from my mistake. I'm going to make sure it's not so rare, especially on the outsides. So yeah, I'm making a beef Wellington this year, and then there's all the other food to prep on Christmas Eve, and then we do our Christmas Eve boxes, or the kids have their Christmas Eve boxes, and then we always have our family movie night, which is a tradition that we haven't broken since me and Josh got together. We just bring out loads of food, lots of picky bits, and we sit and watch some kind of Christmas themed movie before the kids all go to bed. So I'm looking forward to that. Not too sure what we're doing on Monday yet. That is a day we have open, so I'm sure we'll find something to do on that day. But yeah, the likelihood is what you will see over those few days is probably b-roll. So I kind of just wanted to sit and talk you guys through it. So for the rest of the evening, or for the next hour at least, I'm going to be sat here with little Missy Moo. She has already started to drop off to sleep, bless her. But I have my special Christmas drink. It's actually my second one, guys, which isn't like me at all. I am not a big drinker, but once again, this is another Christmas tradition for me. Every Christmas I like to drink Jack Daniel's Fire, which is kind of the equivalent to Fireball with apple juice. If you've not tried it and you like kind of spicy flavours, 100% recommend you try it. If you like an alcoholic beverage, it is really nice. I'm not big on alcohol, but this honestly just tastes like spicy apple juice. I feel like it's just Christmas in a glass, really. So I'm gonna sip on my drink, and I'm also going to read a little bit. I'm currently in between 2 books. I am currently reading Saving Six, which is the 3rd book in the Boys of Tommen series. I have that in paperback, and I'm taking it slow because I've only read about this much of the book, and if you've read it then you know that the book's like this fat, and I can already tell it's going to be a heartbreaker. So I'm taking that one slow. So I'm reading that, and then alongside it I am also currently reading Promised in Blood on Kindle by Sadie Kincaid. I listened to Forged in Blood on audiobook because it was all over my TikTok feed and it intrigued me a little bit. So I listened to Forged in Blood on Audible, and it's a bit different for me because it's more of a romantasy. It is very much kind of vampires and werewolves and other mystical creatures, and that's not the book I tend to go for, but I have been enjoying it. I really enjoyed the 1st book and it kind of left on a bit of a cliffhanger, so naturally I needed to read the 2nd. The 2nd isn't available on Audible yet, so I am just reading it. I'm reading it on Kindle Unlimited. Apparently though, the 3rd book isn't out yet, which I hate. I like to be able to read a series when all of the books are out. But I guess I'll just have to wait for the 3rd book. It's a bit spicy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm saying a bit, it's very spicy. But it's a pretty good storyline, and I think because I'm not really used to reading like fantasy, it's just a bit different for me, and it's intriguing. So those are the 2 books I'm currently reading. So I'm gonna sit and read Snuggle Avery until her feed's finished and she's had a bit of time set up afterwards, and then I am probably gonna head to bed. I'm quite tired at the moment. I think just all the excitement of Christmas is just making me tired, but I'm probably gonna head to bed, and I will probably be asleep before Josh gets home. So it has been a hot minute since I last picked up the camera. Christmas is gone, New Year's is gone, happy 2025. So we had a lovely Christmas. We were all very, very spoilt. I got a Dyson Airwrap, which I'm absolutely in love with. I've actually just finished cutting a few face framing layers into my hair so that I can really have a good play with it later on. I also got a few new books to add to my bookshelf, which I'm super pleased with. Avery was spoiled rotten, the boys were spoiled rotten. Zach and Eli actually had quite a bit of money for Christmas this year, and over the last few months they've actually been saving up any bits of money that they've been getting to go towards a new Xbox. They've had the same really old Xbox for a really long time, like the original Xbox One, and they really wanted to get the new Xbox Series X. I know not so new anymore, but new compared to the one they had, and they actually managed to get just enough to pay for it over Christmas. So if you can hear Zach, he is testing out his new Xbox right now. So that's really, really nice for them. I think Marley ended up spending his Christmas money on some branded new clothes from Sports Direct. Josh took him down, I think either Boxing Day or the day after Boxing Day or something like that, to spend his Christmas money. So yeah, it was a really, really nice day. We spent the entire day at home really. We had a nice Christmas dinner. Christmas Eve we did our traditional family movie night. Boxing Day we had family over and did a little bit of a spread. And we actually made a very last minute decision to travel up country to visit my mum and dad the weekend after Christmas, because my mum was hosting a little bit of a get together and it was a chance for me to kind of see my siblings. So that was really nice. We literally only went for one night and then we travelled back, so it was quite a big journey, and then we all travelled to Cornwall a few days later to drop Marley home. So it's been very, very busy to say the least, and I've been very poor with filming, not just filming but also editing. I've already got a video that's been completely filmed. I've got all of the footage ready on my laptop to start editing, but honestly I have just not had the time. We have been going through something personal over the last sort of week. It's something that I'm not really willing to share on here just yet, but it's been quite hard, and I'm kind of at the point now where I just want to try and get my bum into gear and at least get a couple of videos out for you guys. But I will just kind of preface that after this one, I am really not sure when the next one is going to be out. It's kind of just going to depend on how a few things pan out and where my headspace is at, but yeah, so it's been quite tough, but Avery is fine, she's perfectly fine, all of the children are fine. So it's safe to say 2025 has definitely started off a little bit rocky for us, but I am hoping that things will start to get better soon. But I basically just popped on here to close out this video. Like I said, at the moment I'm really just not in the headspace to be filming, but I am hoping to be able to get back into it soon. But thank you for understanding and being so patient with me with the lack of videos over the festive season, and hopefully it won't be too long before I get another one out to you. But with all that said, I will hopefully see you guys again soon in another video. Bye guys.